All right, good morning. It is October 18th, 2017. I, of course, am James Rojas, and we're here at Los Angeles Technical Trade College, where hundreds have come out for the official kickoff of Senate President Pro Tem Kevin De Leon. He is running to take the seat of U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein.
This is not about one person in higher office. This is about an entire state and its higher calling, facing unprecedented challenges that require new ideas and new energy.
I'm gonna stay here.
Get out, guys. Okay, there you go.
I think that we are at a very historic moment in our nation's history with this current president. It's very clear that we're in the crosshairs of this president when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to environment, when it comes to climate change, when it comes to young dreamers.
The governor was asked to comment on the campaign, the announcement, and he didn't pick a side of who he supports, you or Ms. Feinstein, but he said not to discriminate against age, and he will be having dinner with Feinstein this week. Your thoughts on that?
Well, listen, this is not about ageism. Let's be very clear about that. I respect the governor very much. We have a very good working relationship. I do understand and recognize that he also has a very long-standing relationship that predates me. All I can say is that I will continue to work with our governor. He's our governor, and I respect him much.
Have you asked for his endorsement?
I have not asked for his endorsement. Not yet. Accountability is always critical. There should always be accountability. No doubt about it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so the campaign kickoff has just ended. We just wrapped up our gaggle, which is when reporters... Get over here. That's when reporters pretty much jam into a very, very tight space and ask questions before the person goes away. So we got some good quotes from the Senate President. Going back to the car right now, and we're going to be filing some reports. It is 1:20 right now, and so I figure we're going to try to get our first report on the air by 2. So going back to the car. Speaking in front of a crowd of union workers, De Leon said it's time for a progressive to lead California. James Rojas, KABC News. Whenever you're in a neighborhood that's kind of shady like this, you're going to want to watch your back. Okay, so we just filed our first wrap a few minutes before the top of the hour. Hopefully, and there's a fly in here. Hopefully, we made it for the top. We'll just see. It was very close.
Dreamers are young children who are brought to the U.S. illegally as children. California Senate President Pro Tem Kevin De Leon has officially kicked off his campaign to take on Senator Dianne Feinstein in next year's primary.
Speaking in front of a crowd of union workers, De Leon said it's time for a progressive to lead California.
I am proud.
James Rojas, KABC News.
Now, President...
All right, so we got our report in with minutes to spare. That's what's exciting for me, when you're able to work on a story, turn it around, and it be on the air in just a few minutes. I love it. Okay, so now we're working on wrap number 2, and a lot of sound to parse through, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So as a reporter, you have to file in different neighborhoods on different stories. And here, being in LA, there are a lot of not so good neighborhoods, to put it lightly. And so right now I'm parked right next to a trailer that maybe a base for female prostitution. So you have to kind of weigh, you know, the priority of a story to your location and to your safety. They're leaving right now. They just ran into this this trailer over here. So you always, I think I'm gonna stay here in this location just to file out a quick report. But you have to constantly watch your back, look over your shoulder, and just don't get lost in your story. You have to be aware of your safety. If there was a lot of activity going to continue right here out in front of this trailer, I would definitely leave. But right now, it seems like they just, whoever was using this trailer jumped in, took something out, jumped back into their car, and took off again. So let's try to follow right before everybody else comes back. But yeah, this job can take you a lot of places, and a lot of places won't be safe. Just keep that in mind when you're out here. Okay, so we just wrapped up our second wrap. That's our first story of the day. You may notice that we moved to a different location because the first one where we were at got a little hairy. The crowd got a little shady. So we moved to a new location, and now we are working on story number 2. Before the Kevin De Leon event, we were in Beverly Grove for a press conference where state leaders were thanking Governor Brown for signing a bill that makes it easier for sheltered animals to find a home, including dogs, cats, rabbits. So we will be working on that right now. It's 2:50. I think we can get this in for maybe 3:30 if we hustle our butts.
The show on the road.
The senator's reaction to Kevin De Leon's announcement that he will be running against her to take her seat.
So it's pretty clear that he was a time limit guy looking for a gig. You know, we're not surprised at all.
Governor Brown was here in Southern California yesterday, and he was asked about the campaign of who he would support, and he kind of avoided the question, I think, because it is very, very soon in the campaign. But he said that he and his wife will be having dinner with Miss Feinstein this week. Is she going to ask him for his endorsement? And if so, how do we feel the governor will respond?
I just say the governor and Senator Feinstein are very good friends for a very long time and have worked together on many, many issues very closely over the years. So I think that I'll just leave it there. We'll see what the governor decides to do about endorsing somebody. But Senator Feinstein and Governor Brown are very close, and they've been partners in doing a lot of good things for California.
Will she be seeking his endorsement?
Oh, you know, I think that's between them for now. We'll see how it comes out.
Oh, hey, well, you take care and good luck.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we just wrapped up an interview with the campaign spokesperson for Senator Dianne Feinstein, which is great. We always love getting both sides of the story. And so we always, one thing you do is when you are doing a story, if there are both sides, you have to reach out to side A and side B. That's the fair way to report. That's journalism at its core. And so we did reach out to the senator earlier. It didn't get a response. We went forward with the report talking about the kickoff campaign by Kevin De Leon. And so now that we have the other opposite end with Dianne Feinstein's representative, now we will work on that wrap. So really good stuff. I will try to get this second wrap on the Pet Adoption Rescue Act in, and then we'll work on Feinstein wraps. All right. Okay, so I just finished writing the script and cutting sound bites for our Feinstein rebuttal story, our rebuttal rap. So now we'll just head right back outside to the streets and record. I sometimes like recording inside the car, but every now and then you might get a bad echo. Actually, you know what? You know, let's try it. Because there's hard glass all around, it at times can create this very obnoxious echo sound that we do not want in our report. But I've been playing around with the inside of this car, and I realized that if I put up a sunscreen or a sun visor for the windshield, that can deflect the bounce back to the microphone. And so we're gonna give that a shot. If not, then we'll head outside and record this wrap. But yeah, we'll give that a go. One thing that actually does a really great job at reducing echo is I have this thick jacket. I don't have it in the car right now because it got dirty because of the Canyon Fire coverage. Just it's ashy. It smells like smoke. So it's back home, but I usually, you know, get the thick jacket, put it over this wheel, put it over the computer and my head, and with the microphone record, and that actually recreates a pretty good studio sound. Again, unfortunately, the jacket isn't here, so we're going to be using this sunscreen, sun visor, I don't know what it's called, and that is, it's been effective in the past. Let's see. Senate President Pro Tem Kevin De Leon is running to take Feinstein's seat in the next election. He says the Democratic senator isn't fighting back hard enough against Mr. Trump. Her campaign strategist Bill Carrick refutes that claim. James Rojas, KABC News. That is sent, and we are done for the day. Pretty good, productive day. We covered the Animal Rescue and Adoption Act. I may be butchering that, but that's the one that has pet stores in California required to sell only rescue or sheltered animals, including dogs, cats, and rabbits. We also covered the De Leon campaign kickoff and Senator Feinstein's response. Overall, really good day. Today is Wednesday, so we have 2 more days ahead of us. But it's been a pretty good week so far. Until next time, I'm James Rojas, and this was Behind the Mic.